Hello, welcome to School of Devs. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to create your first token contract in Sui Blockchain. So this is an opportunity for you to learn and grow your knowledge in Sui Blockchain ecosystem. So do well to follow and understand how it is done. So first of all, let's create a folder. I will name it Sui Token. I'm open the folder. Then we are opening it in VS Code. Now we are to initialize a new project using the command in our terminal. We are using the command sui move new. Then the name of the project, we will call it sui token contract. Then we'll first enter. Now the project has been initialized, and this is what we these are the folders that we got from the source folder, the test folder. All right, now working on the let's start building the token contract. So I'm removing the committed code and to start building from the scratch. So let me hide this terminal. So model token. Now we are defining the model. We're saying we are saying this is the name of the smart contract under this address. So token contract. This is like a name address, and this is the name of the smart contract. So we are importing this coin model from the Sui library and importing the coin itself and the treasury cap. The treasury cap is used to manage the token total supply. So after importing that, we're also importing now we're importing the object from Su new. This is used to create a unique identifier for an object. We need to create a unique ID for an object. Now we imported these modules from the Sui library, and they are used for um, transferring of object in Sui and to also freeze an object in Sui. So these functions that we just or this library functionality we just imported is to either transfer an object in Sui or to freeze the object in Sui. We are importing two more modules from the Sui library, and this is for the context to identify the sender of the transaction and the context type. This is the type that to be passed. Then also importing the option, the non, a constant from the option. So it's going to be it's used for in a situation where there is value, we put none. Okay, now we'll be creating an object. We're creating a struct, which is an object. Will be serving as a type for the token. Now it has drop. It has drop. We are creating this is the object type of the token, and it represents the identifier of the coin. And this drop means that it can be discarded, it can be destroyed. the token can be destroyed. Then the next is to we're creating another struct. This is like a resources that will be holding the capacity to mint and to burn. So it's like an object that will be holding the capacity to mint and to burn. So it will have an ID. So in this is a resource. We are creating a resource in the Sui blockchain, and the resource will have the capacity to mint and to burn token. So we're going to be storing the capacity, the ability the for minting and burning of the token. Now we'll be calling a function to initialize the token. So say fun, which is a word to declare function in move programming language. Fun, then the name of the function will be init. We want to use this function to initialize the token, to set up the token. So we are passing in some parameters like weakness, which is of the type basic token, which I told you about, that is a name. The basic token is an object type to identify the token. Then we are passing in the context, and remember the context is to help identify the sender of the transaction. It's mutable of the type TS context. Now within the function we are creating, now what happened in this very part is that within the function we are creating the new token type with its properties. So we are creating we use the coin model, coin. Then we said create currency. Then we passed in all the properties that is needed. With the token, we're having 8 decimal places, and the name of the symbol of the token will be BTKN. That will be the symbol of the token. Then this is the name of the token, basic token, and the description of the token will be this is how what we just gave the description of the token. Then the URL of the token, we said none. The image that the token would have had, we just use none. Then we passed in the context to identify the caller of the sender of the transaction. So this we just initialized the or created the token and return the metadata, and these are the metadata of the token. What we just so we it returns the metadata and it returns the treasury cap. Remember, the treasury cap helps to manage the total supply. So after creating the token, we want to freeze the metadata. So we say public freeze objects. We want to freeze the metadata so that it cannot be modified, so that the metadata cannot be modified. So we are using this method to freeze the metadata so it cannot be modified. They want to set up the authority to mint and burn the token within the resource. So we're giving the creating the ID by calling you to create the ID using the contest. Then the treasury cap. I forgot to put let's. We are supposed to use the word let's. Now we are initializing the meeting cap. Remember, I told you the mint cap is forming the capacity that allows minting and burning. After that, we will be transferring the minting ability to the person. You are transferring the minting cap, which means the capacity to mint and burn token to the user that publishes the contract. So now we'll be creating a function to mint token. So let's start. Public, meaning the functions will be visible outside the model. Entry, it has to do with the user being able to interact with the function. Then the name of the function is called meet, to mint, and we'll be accepting some parameters, minter cap, which is of a type minter cap. Remember, that means we are passing in the ability to mint. The minter cap stores the is the resources that stores the capacity to mint and to burn token. So it will be needed for us when we want to mint and the token in this function. So we are passing in the amount we want to mint, the amount to mint of type U unsigned integer 64. Then the recipient address. Then we pass in the context. Then we'll be calling in the mint method within the coin model to mint token, new token. So we are declaring a variable, we are calling it new coin. Then we are calling in the mint method within the coin model. Mint reference, we are making reference, multiple reference to the minter cap, making reference to the minter cap. Then remember we stored the capacity to mint within the treasure cap, which was also stored in the minter cap resource. So we are assessing it, and also we'll be assessing the amount that we want to mint. We'll be putting the amount we want to mint, amount, then the contest. So we'll be calling the minting method within the coin model, and we are passing in the capacity, which is to mint, which is the treasury cap within the minter cap resource. Then we are passing in the amount we want to mint, and we are passing in the contest. So these are the three arguments we passed in, and then we'll be transferring the new coin to the recipient. So this is the minting function. So let's quickly um, write the transfer function to transfer token from one to the other, from one user to the other. So let's public entry fund. Then the name of the function is transfer token. We'll be accepting the coin, which is of the type basic token. We are accepting the coin and the token that we want to transfer. We are accepting it on the recipient address. So this is the recipient. Then this is the type is there's of a type address. Then the body of the function will just type in public transfer, which is a method to transfer the the token. Then we have coin and the recipient. So we pass in the coin and pass in the recipient. Then that's all for the transfer function token. Then the last one will be the bond function to bond, the function that we use in bonding the token. So we'll just write the same thing goes public entry. So what happened in this function is that we declared public entry, the name of the function, we declare the function, then the name of the function is born. Then we are passing in as our parameters, we are passing in the meter cap and the token. So then we called in the burn method within the coin model to burn the token. Then we are passing in the treasury cap. Remember, the treasury cap has the ability to mint and to burn. So without it, it's like it gives the authority to mint or burn. So yeah, in this very function we are burning. So we need the treasury cap to give that permission. So that's why we are passing in the minting cap, the treasury cap within the minting cap resource to give the permission. Remember, it's stored within the user's object. So then the coin that we want to burn, we are passing in the coin that we want to burn. So that is the end of the token contract. So we are so far we built this server function to initialize the token, to mint, to transfer, and to burn. To mint, to transfer, and to burn the token. So if you found this very helpful, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's build the contract. So we'll be writing Sui move build. So we'll be writing Sui move build to build the contract which we have written already, and we'll press enter. Now the build was successful. The build was successful. In this channel, we are dedicated to building aspiring developers into becoming a skilled blockchain expert across various blockchain network. So I believe this is the channel that you follow so that you get more and more useful information to becoming that blockchain developer that you want to be. All right, see you in the next video.